Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're asking, should the Thai immigration apparatus be quote-unquote outsourced? I thought of making this video after reading a recent article. Actually, it was a letter in the post bag in Bangkok Post, bangkokpost.com, under the heading Immigration Rethink, quoting directly, "The Immigration Bureau should follow the lead of the Passport Office, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, which outsourced the entire passport renewal process years ago while staying in overall charge to maintain quality. Question is, what is the difference? The proactive Ministry of Foreign Affairs had outsourced the procedure with compensation evidently based on output. Applied to immigration, an outsourced supplier might require that prospective immigrants email proof of return ticket, in-country accommodation, and fund availability a week or so in advance instead of reviewing the actual documents on arrival, saving cost, time, and tempers." Okay, fair enough. I've heard this argument in the past. I think one is comparing apples and bowling balls when looking at, for example, trying to compare Thai immigration's mandate with the mandate of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, specifically the Passport Control Office. I myself have had my passport issued twice by the passport control people at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. It is an incredibly efficient way of getting your passport sorted. Quite honestly, it puts to shame many of the Western counterparts for that service. Quite frankly, a Thai national can go in there, get their passport renewed, and back to them. If they pay for the expedited service, they can get it done in literally a matter of hours. It can be done in as little as, I think in some circumstances, even less than 24 hours. So that is, and you can definitely get it done within a business week. There's no doubt about that. And you deal with people in person. It's not a matter of, the endless sort of, whatever you want to call it, the funhouse of mirrors, if you will, that is trying to deal with anything online these days when you're interacting with the bureaucracy. But that said, comparing that over to the immigration apparatus, I don't think it's all that fair of a comparison. And look, there is an adjudication function associated with immigration that just isn't there with regard to a passport. With a passport, you're a Thai national, fine. We issue you a passport. You pay the fee, we do that. And if they are efficient in getting the passport issued, they get some kind of bonus. That's great. That's not immigration's function. Immigration is kind of supposed to be messy. It's supposed to involve cases that don't always fit neatly into the boxes. That's why we have immigration officers. That's why we have duty officers at Ministry of Foreign Affairs facilities, at Thai embassies and consulates outside of Thailand. And again, yes, could some of it be made more efficient by automation? Perhaps. But I think the notion of outsourcing these functions is a bad idea, if for no other reason than what makes me afraid is we end up with a worst of all worlds scenario, which is, when you can't get something done with the corporate side because it's been outsourced, you definitely can't get it done on the government side because they just end up pointing fingers at each other and saying, well, you need to talk to them. It's not on us to get this done. And it's just a constant finger-pointing exercise. At least with Thai immigration as we see it and know it now, we know exactly what we're dealing with, and they are also capable of making decisions which are based on exigent circumstances rather than just sort of cookie-cutter analysis based on, trying to believe that you can put immigration cases on sort of a conveyor belt and just sort of move it forward. That's just not how it works. So comparing immigration to passport control or passport issuance, it's really, in my mind, not a very viable, not a very logical analogy when you look at things how they are on the ground when you're dealing with both passport issuance as well as immigration adjudication.